Welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another episode in how does Rev Energy work for my customer base. Mitch and I did a video a month ago, 2 months ago.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And you took home how many containers?
3.
You took home 3 containers and you texted me that you wanted to come back and buy more.
I like to be planful, and also I've incorporated it into my workouts and pre-workout quite a bit. So using it, my wife rides a little bit on the tandem with me too. So,
let's first let me ask you. In time, how long did it take you to get to my shop, time-wise?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
So you drove 40 minutes,
Yeah.
and you're going to take home how many containers?
I'm going to take home 5.
You're going to take home 5
But
containers.
I still have some, but I again, just looking at my schedule for the next few weeks, I wanted to get down here.
But that's a testament that,
Sure,
that
good.
the product
It works.
is, okay, so how are you using it?
Typically
like per bottle, stuff like
in
that.
In a regular water bottle, I've been doing 2 scoops, and then I do add a little electrolyte. I have my favorite electrolyte that I add to that. And then also before rides, a lot of times I'll do 1 or 2 scoops, either just again in another bottle, or sometimes I
tell you that I sometimes put it in my coffee?
I did it once in my coffee.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
I do like that it does dissolve well.
Yep.
It's pretty much flavorless, and yeah.
So if you were to rank like in like 1, 2, 3, like what are the 3 things that, okay, I need to get more of this because these 3 things really work for me?
Well,
what about it?
Because of the, I guess, the delivery system, I like the fact that I don't have to eat. Like my favorite types of gels on the bike, I don't like using the packets that you have to tear off as one thing. So I like using the old school plastic flasks.
Oh, a
like
flask,
mini
so
water
you
bottles.
refill?
Right, but I don't really use those because then you don't get all the gel out of it. Sometimes I would end up adding a little water in it just to make sure you're getting all of it out of it. But I like the Enervitine or whatever, which is a liquid, which is a liquid gel, just because that's easiest to consume when exerting like a race type effort or something like that. But again, with this product, I really haven't been augmenting it that much. I'm pretty comfortable right now, I think, with the 2 scoop thing.
Yeah.
I was probably hydrating a little. Well, I did like a little online race thing, and I probably drank too much, and I think I did pop one. That was the last Enervit that I did pop, and I probably had a little bit of gastric sensation, but that was, I think, because I drank like 2 water bottles plus the Enervit within, so that's 4 scoops of that, plus the electrolytes. And
within
then plus
how long?
The Enervit, within 1 hour.
Within 1 hour.
So that was a lot because I was sweating like crazy, and I
yeah.
drank
So that would have been, like you said,
a lot.
400. What about flavor? Would you consider that one of the important things about it?
Yeah, I don't need a flavor. The electrolytes that I use do have a little bit of a flavor. It's very mild, so, but I'm give or take. I really don't care. I like the fact that I just want to make sure it's in there. So I'm taking the bottle that's loaded, not unloaded, or leaded, not
Oh, because
unleaded.
you're doing 1 and 1?
Sometimes I'll have one that's just plain. Water, but not as much these days because I really think, again, in analyzing my energy needs.
I'm almost out of shot.
energy needs.
Yeah. So I do want to tell you that. Did you see my ride from Saturday?
I didn't.
So I did a 252 mile, 17,000 foot climbing day, and it was 18 hours. And this is all I used. I did not chew any food, so no sandwiches, no bars. I had some Cliff Blocks and I had some gels. Right?
And how many scoops do you do a bottle then?
Yeah, so this is where I was getting at. I had 600 calories per bottle.
Wow.
Okay, so some of my bottles had 4 scoops of this with 2 scoops of Tailwind, and some had, all 6 scoops of this. So I'm here to tell you that gastric thing you felt, that's an anomaly. Let's just keep working on it, but you shouldn't have felt that. 400 calories in an hour is nothing. You should digest that like no problem. It could be the electrolytes you're using, or it could be the Innervit that you're using in combination with
I think it was
this.
the Enervit in this case.
So let's talk about how many calories that Innervit packet has.
Yeah, because it's like a cheer pack that's like kind of like a double dose.
So like 150, 200 calories?
I have to look it up.
Yeah, right. So
yeah.
that's the thing. So sometimes we have to isolate and then troubleshoot that way. Say, okay,
course.
can I just do 400 on this 1 hour race? Cool, no problem. Oh, and I added the extra 200 of the Innervit. Now I'm at 600 calories for the hour. So you got to be careful with that. I always ask people, hey, well, what else were you using? And they forget that, oh, I added this too. And then all of a sudden you're at a point where you can't get it out.
Yes.
It just won't come out. Okay, so I appreciate your business.
Sure.
I appreciate that you've driven this far to pick up 5 more containers of product. I want to share one last story with you and the viewing audience. On the 252 miler on Saturday, I was riding with a guy the last 60 miles of it, and he was like, God, I just can't eat anything else. I can't drink anything else. I'm a mess. I'm like, well, what have you been doing? So he told me, and I said, look, when we get to the next control, because Jessica was at the controls, I want you to dump out your bottles, and let's just start with 200 calories of my product. And he says, okay, yeah, 200. Okay. So it was 12 miles to finish, some rollers, so about another 45 to 50 minutes of effort left. This guy, once I got his stomach back online from using this, he was like, man, I feel so good. And he said it at the finish completely unprompted. Completely unprompted. He was like, man, you totally fixed me with your product. So I'll send you that clip, or maybe I'll add it to this. But I appreciate your business.
Sure.
And I appreciate your time for doing this quick video.
I recommend this highly.
Yeah, good. Okay. For anyone else, I'm starting a promo code probably next month, because I'm still trying to get through all the startup costs that literally has just priced this thing completely out of market. But we're going to keep working on bringing that price down. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.